Some plugins can be resource hogs. They make too many HTTP requests, have lots of complex code, and slow down your site. Unless such plugins are absolutely needed, you do not want them on your site. You want to have a way to know which plugins are resource hogs and which are efficient. To do that, we can use another plugin, P3 Plugin Profiler. Whenever you want to analyze your plugins, you can install and use the P3 Plugin Profiler and delete it soon afterward. P3 Plugin Profiler tells you how much time each plugin on your site is taking to load. This information can be invaluable when it comes to deciding which plugin to choose for a particular function. Let's install and activate the plugin. This plugin inserts a menu item in the Tools menu. You do not have to configure the plugin. To use the plugin, all you need to do is click Start Scan and then choose Auto Scan. This can take a few seconds depending on how many plugins you have on your site. Once the scanning is complete, click on View Results and you get to see a pie chart that tells you how much time each plugin is taking to load. If you hover the mouse cursor over any section of the pie chart, you can see how much time that particular plugin is taking to load. Here we can see that Thrive Visual Editor is the plugin that's taking the most time to load, and it takes 0.38 seconds to load. But we need this plugin and we can't uninstall this. You can also use this plugin to see which is the best plugin for a particular function. Let's suppose you want a contact form for your website but can't figure out which one to install. There are several contact form plugins and it isn't easy to know which one is the fastest. By using this plugin, you will be able to see exactly how much time each of the various contact form plugins will take to load, and you can choose to retain the fastest one. Let's install a few contact form plugins to see which one is the fastest. So we now have 5 contact form plugins and we need to find out which of these is the fastest. You would want to back up your site before you install several plugins that all do the same thing. If something goes wrong and you break your site, you should be able to restore your site from the backup copy. What we will now do is we will deactivate all plugins except the contact form plugins and the P3 plugin performance profiler. We'll deactivate even Thrive Visual Editor because this is a test site and we can do these kind of things. We are not deleting them, we are just deactivating them. Once the testing is complete, we'll activate the rest of the plugins again. Now, the only active plugins are the contact form plugins and this one, P3 plugin performance profiler. We'll run a scan now. Let's see the results. From this pie chart, we can see contact form 7 and contact form by Subsystic are the ones that take the most time to load, and contact bank Lite Edition takes the least time to load. It takes just about 0.006 seconds while contact form takes 0.04 seconds and contact form by subsystic takes almost 0.045 seconds. So we will keep this one, contact bank light addition, and we will delete the rest of the contact form plugins. We will activate all of the other plugins we had deactivated. This is possibly the easiest way to choose the fastest plugin to perform a particular function.